Janjaweed can overwhelm us is by dividing us. If you are an agent of Fulani Caliphate, if you have come to do the bidding of Fulani Janjaweed in our land, I am asking you this very evening to retrace your steps. Because again, starting from this very day, anywhere Biafrans are killed, any governor, any police commissioner who tolerates the massacre of innocent people will pay very dearly for it. Will pay very, very dearly for it.
I have become your last bus stop. And said it from the beginning till now. I will be your end until Biafra come.
And what we want to make abundantly clear is that we are warning everybody who is a stakeholder in the zoo about our determination and our resolve to ensure that our land is defended. This is a resolution we have reached, and it is cast in stone. Amen. And you will now say, Ise, Ise, Ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are joining from. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please kindly subscribe to my channel. Click the notification bell so that you're notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much.
The country that provides services, they are the richest in the world as it stands today. You can see everything is online. People do their business online. People make more money online than face to face. You can make billions without seeing somebody. You cannot see the person. You won't touch anything, and your money will be coming. That is the stage the world have gone to. But you, in the Zoological Republic, after 62 years, they are still telling you about unity. Every day is unity. Unite. Don't talk against Igbo. Don't talk against Yoruba. Don't talk against Hausa. Don't talk against Fulani. For 62 years. And yet, you have not woken up. You have not woken up. And yet, you can't use your common sense to understand that what you are in is in a company, not a country. You are running a company. You are running a company. And if you're running a company, you must follow the status quo of that company. You must follow. It doesn't matter whether you like it or not. As long as you are working with a company, you will follow their rules and regulations. You will follow their rules. As long as you want to be a worker in a company, you must follow their lay down rule and regulation. If you say you must wear helmets to come to work, you must definitely wear helmets. They say you wear suit during heat to come to work, you are going to wear it. Whatever rules that is laid down by a company that you're working for, that is rule you obey. And they forced you people and march you into a British company. And up to today, every one of you is still protecting that company. Company is a business. Even when the British left, they bargained with the Fulanis. The Fulanis want the land. They want the empty land to work because these people are wanderers. They wander from place to place. They don't have a home. In all West Africa where you find them, they don't have a home. They are wanderers. But they have focused on Nigeria because of the they want to focus on Nigeria and settle in Nigeria. And they bargained with the British. British gave them the weapons to start, gave them the force, the military, the police, handed over to them to enslave you and take over the land. Meanwhile, the oil will going to flow to the British. The mineral resources will continue to flow there. Whatever they want, they take. A business between two people, as they have bargained, and you are there promoting that evil against yourself. You are there promoting that evil, and you don't even ask questions. Why is it that before a president someone will become a president in the Zoological Republic, you first of all go to Britain? Before somebody will contest or be anything that call president, you go to British first. After going to Britain, the next thing you see him go to Sultan and Sokoto. He will go to Sultan and Sokoto to go and bow down there. The next thing you see them in the US. How many times have you seen all these presidential aspirants going to the Ubi of Onitsha or Omanyeroba or Kalara? How many times? Even the Oba of Benin, how many times have you seen them taken into the Oba Palace? All these politicians. But anyone, before they become who they will be, will first of all go to the UK. The next thing they will do is to go to Sultan of Sokoto. And the next move they will make is to go to the US. And they're good to go. And yet, you call yourself an independent person. And yet, you are protecting that which your agenda is not there. Every indigenous tribe, it doesn't matter, it's long they are indigenous tribe. They don't have any plan. When you hear one Nigeria, it's about Fulanis. When you hear about marginalization, everybody is crying about this. The only people that are not complaining about marginalization is the Fulanis. It's the Fulanis. And mind you, we are not asking out because of marginalization. Neither are we asking out because of resources. We are asking out because it's a matter of life and death. We must protect our life. These are a bunch of clans who have come together to make sure that they wipe us away from the surface of the earth. They committed several genocide against us, and they are still willing to commit it again and again. That is why it is very dangerous for you to remain in that place. They are ready to commit that genocide. Anybody that is from that zoological republic, any indigenous tribe, every indigenous tribe, they are suffering the same fate. The only reason why they are focused on the Biafran people is because the Biafran people are the spokes, the mouthpiece of the others. The mouthpiece of the oppressed people. That is what Biafra is. That's what Biafran people are. Without the cry and the shout of Biafrans, online and offline, you will not know what is happening in that country. You will not know what is going on. But because of the shout and the cry of the Biafra, that is why you can even see people today come to national television and begin to debate about restructuring. There was a time when restructuring was a taboo in the Zoological Republic. There was a time when just saying that you want to restructure in Nigeria is a taboo. You dare not say it. If you say it, DSS will carry you. But Biafrans proved that bad through Mazen Nandekano. Mazen Nandekano tore that barrier, tore it into pieces. And today, you see people in the House of Assembly, in the court, everywhere, in the National Assembly, National TV, asking for restructuring, broad daylight. This is why the Fulanis, they don't want to see us. This is why they want to wipe us out. Because we are brave. The Biafrans, who are Biafrans by their actions, not by birth, not just by birth, not just by birth, or by words, by action. Somebody imagine that they can making change on daily basis. There was a time when the national anthem in Nigeria is that the unity of Nigeria is non-negotiable. Have you forgotten? Just a few years back. Few years back, you cannot come out and open and say divide that. You dare not say it. DSS will arrest you. Every time when you see all these people who claim to be your founding father, they will tell you that the unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. The unity of Nigeria is not. Buhari will sing it like music. Obasanjo will sing it like music. Every other one, that Juma, every other, all those people, including Gowon, they will be telling that unity of Nigeria is not negotiable. But today, every single one of them have confessed that the Nigerian company has to be renegotiated. Every one of them today have agreed that Nigeria have to be renegotiated. Even in their National Assembly, they say it, that Nigeria has to be negotiated. In their conventional media, they say it. Who made that possible? Who made that possible? It is the Biafrans. It is the Biafrans, sponsored by Mazen Nandekano. Sponsored by Mazen Nandekano. The awakening message of Mazen Nandekano. He woke everybody up. People can no longer keep silent and dying silent. This is how strong Biafra are. These are the actions and words of the true Biafra. Ask yourself, what kind of a Biafra are you? This is a $1 billion question. If you answer it correctly, you don't have any reason to doubt anybody. You don't have any reason to wait for somebody to tell you that Biafra is coming today or tomorrow. You don't have any reason to wait for somebody to tell you to go and contribute to ESN, support ESN. You don't have any reason for somebody to beg you, support Biafra or not support Biafra. What kind of a Biafran are you? Ask yourself. Are you just a Biafran because you are born a Biafran? which is not under your control. You can't control that. The control is in the hand of school carrier. It puts you behind Bible. Is that why you are a Biafran? Or are you a Biafran just to create attention to yourself? When you say you're a Biafran, people will pay attention to draw attention to yourself. You come as my leader so that people will respect you. You use his prayer and you use his Biafran flag so that you can draw attention to yourself, to your selfish interest. Is that why you are a Biafran? Or are you really Biafran in your words and action? Today you see some of them who are parading themselves to be Biafran. Somebody who was here when we were saying no election in Anambra State to save our people because we knew what was coming. When Soludo was trying to be a governor, we were saying no election, no election. That was this no election we are in today. That was when we are supposed to kill it. The first time that opportunity presented itself, the very first time the opportunity presented itself was at that Anambra election. We were saying no election. Some people were so busy pursuing Soludo. They want to make themselves relevant to Soludo. They want to be campaign manager. They want Soludo to receive them. They want Soludo to get an appointment. They were saying election we hold. Election, including people who claim to be agitators, people who claim to be fighting for Biafra. They began to talk about Soludo. All of a sudden, Soludo came to power. And the only agenda Soludo has had now is to fight against Biafran people. And they fight against Biafran people. You saw the genocide that happened in Anambra State, where they saw people whom their hands were tied at the back and shot. The videos are played everywhere. People that their hands were tied at the back and they were shot dead in Anambra State, where Soludo is. Since then, have you heard any inquiry about that? Just like Peter Obi did in his river. Up to today, we are doing any inquiry. Did they arrest anybody? Have you seen any inquiry made about that? Have you seen any inquiry made about that? And you see somebody who claims to be a legitimate Biafran. Yes, you are supporting this evil. How can you claim to be a Biafran and you are supporting evil? And today, you see those people who are supporting politicians, people that we know, they are politicians. They are the same thing with these politicians that are live from pit of hell. They will come out and tell you, oh, I'm a Biafran. I'm a Biafran like you. I'm more Biafran than you are. I'm more Biafran. I do many things to Biafran people. And there's nothing I'm not done for Biafran. I am more Biafran. In short, Biafra is in my heart more than you. Liar. And see one of them coming out to say he want to debate with our spokesperson, Simon Eber. One of them came out. He wants to debate. He's inviting Simon Eber to come and debate with him. If he doesn't come, he will go and debate with me. I am more Biafran than you are. I am more Biafran. If you don't come, I will know that you are not one of us. And when you listen to him, you think you are hearing a human being talk. But before you listen to what that clown is saying, go and check what he has been doing the previous days. The previous month. Go and check his videos, what he has been doing. Go and check the videos he has been making before Mazen was kidnapped. And after he was kidnapped, go and check the videos he made for Soludo. This is a man who will come and claim to be Biafra. If you want negotiation, go and negotiate with your fellow politicians. You can't negotiate anything with us. You can't negotiate anything with us, let alone sitting on the same table with our spokesperson, for what? For what? You have no business together. You have no business together. That kind of Biafra you want to form, that's your own kind of Biafra that you are dreaming of. Why don't you go ahead and pursue it the way you want to pursue it? Because we, those of us who are looking for the genuine Biafra, those of us who are Biafra in action, in word, in deed, we know what we want, and we have already stated how we're going to go about it. Our spokesperson, Samuel, have put it down how we are going to go about bringing Biafra in 2023. Starting from stopping election in this political republic. When we stop the election, they cannot be able to install any legitimate president in that political republic. It's either they give us the referendum or we take it by force. Whichever way they want, we are preparing. And that is why we are asking people to support the ESN. Any place you are, any support you can give to the ESN. Don't wait for people to beg you. Don't wait until the day of fundraising. The account is there. The link is there. Just go to that. Follow the link and make your donation to the ESN. Because we are ready to go home. We are going to defend our land. That is the instruction Martin have given us. To defend our land. is a resolution that the whole Biafran came together to pass, and that resolution is cast in stone. That is exactly what the Muslim can use. That our resolution to defend Biafran land is cast in stone. When something is cast in stone, you can't clean it. There's no change. There is no change. It remains that forever and ever. So it is your responsibility. It's my responsibility to defend Biafran land forever and ever until it comes. And as it stands now, we have put a benchmark for Biafra 2023. We didn't only say it. A roadmap has been mentioned, and our spokesperson, Man Simon, have narrated how he intends to achieve it. These people who claim to be Biafrans, and they say they want Biafra, they want freedom, still, what they are busy is planning on to see how Biafra doesn't come in 2023. Most of them are bent on fighting, looking for loopholes, looking for a way or what to do to make sure that Biafra doesn't come in 2023. But let me tell you, you cannot stop the mandate of Chukwuka Biafra. You can't. And if you stand on the way of the Biafra, we are going to crush you and move ahead. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter what you think. If you stand in the way of the Biafrans, we are going to crush you and move ahead. That is the worst mistake you can make. We don't have joy in taking the life of innocents. We don't have joy in seeing our fellow Biafrans die. We don't have joy to see anybody, regardless your religion, regardless your religion, your location, whatever you be, regardless your tribe. We don't derive joy in seeing people lose their life. But when you commit suicide, you take your own life. We cannot help you. We can't. We can't. And for those who have committed themselves as a sacrificial lamb, Mazen Nanakan say we are going to commit them to God. When somebody called the Mazen Nanakan program and asking about the politicians, the evil politicians, the saboteur, how to do with them, how to do away with them, Mazen Nanakan use the right word. And we are standing there that we are going to send them to God to judge them. And you know what that means? Every single person that is standing against the Biafra people, standing against the coming of Biafra, those who have made it an assignment to pursue and make sure that Biafra doesn't come, we are going to send them to God. That is the exact word he used. We are going to send them to God, and God will be the judge. We can't judge them. We don't have any power to judge them. We don't have the right to judge anybody. All we got to do is to send them to God. So whatever judgment God passes to them, they take it. Dare I ask you again, what kind of a Biafran are you? What kind of a Biafran are you? What type of a Biafran are you? Are you just a Biafran by birth? Yes, I am born a Biafran. Yeah, I'm from Imo State. I'm from Anambra State. I'm from Ebonyi State. I'm from River State. I'm from Cross River State. I'm from Edo State. I am from Lower Benue. I'm from Super. Is that the only why you are a Biafran? Is that the only why you're a Biafran? Or are you just a Biafran because each time you come online, you shout, and a Biafran, you come where a Biafran broadcast is making you time. Oh, hey, Biafran. Oh, hey, Biafran. Oh, hey, Biafran. Oh, hey, Biafran. Hey, Martin Nandekari is our leader. All this. Is that why you're a Biafran? Is that the only thing that makes you a Biafran? Or are you a hardcore Biafran in truth and in spirit, doing the needful, not by side, not by eye service? Doing the needful without waiting for commendation from anybody, without waiting for commendation from anybody, doing what you are supposed to do, even on your own when nobody is seeing you. Creating good image for Biafra, creating good image, protecting your own brother, protecting your own land, making sure that the freedom of your people is actualized. Ask yourself, what kind of a Biafra are you? Until you answer that question properly, you might fall a victim. Today, the state that we are, there are so many challenges. Challenges from east, west, north, and south, from all angles. When you block this area, that area will open. And the enemy is not relenting in their fight. The enemy is not relenting. The more we try to stay away, the more we try to increase in our force, the more the enemy increases their own strategy. As we are increasing in our own effort, as we are increasing our own strategy, the enemy also is increasing in their own strategy and making sure that they change things. Ask yourself, what kind of a Biafran are you? If you answer that question effectively, you are going to stand a better chance of survival. Nobody is going to deceive you. You will not be distracted. Even if your mother, your father, your benefactor, or whoever that is close to you move away from the struggle, you will continue moving. You will continue moving. You wouldn't mind. You will continue moving. If Biafra will make you lose your friends, you don't mind. You keep on moving. If Biafra will make you lose business opportunity, you keep on moving because you know where you're headed. You know where you're going. Because whatever you think you're losing can never be compared to what you're going to get when Biafra comes. Whatever you feel you are losing today as a Biafra can never, ever be compared with what you have when Biafra comes. The kind of respect you will command when Biafra comes, you can never, ever equal it to anything. The kind of peace of mind you will have, you cannot equal it to anything. Today, in a country that supposedly be yours, a country where you're supposed to be first class citizen, you are afraid even to travel back home. Those who are in Biafra land, they are afraid of coming out from their house. You go to your business, you go to your work, you are not sure if you're going to come back home. You are driving on the road, you are scared. You are in the market, you are scared. Everything around you is scaring you. Even when you are sleeping in your own home, you are scared. But look at people who are living abroad. Ask people who are living abroad. People sleep without even locking their doors. People sleep without locking their doors. A friend of mine forgot to lock his door and travel for 1 good week. The door was open and nothing happened to his own. 1 good week, the door was open. People are not scared. You can move out at any minute, at any given time, and go to where you want to go and come back without anybody harassing you. All you got to do is to be legal, and that's it. Go to the developed community. Today, people no longer talk about how to have accommodation. People no longer cry over accommodation, over housing, over light, over road. These are outdated things. People don't talk about it. Over car, buying of a car. People no longer talk about that. It's developed world. In developed world, every single citizen is entitled to a car. Every single citizen is entitled. All you need to do is to have a job you are doing. As long as you have a job you are doing, you will have a car loan. Take a car that you can be able to service and be able to pay, and you're a car owner. The same thing with housing. You can own a house as long as you are working. You can own a house. It's not until when you build a luxurious house, you see one person will occupy a land that millions of people are going to use. One person will take over a land that belongs to a village. Some of them have bought land. They bought land, buy land, and you buy the land that the whole village will use. Buy even your neighbor's house. You people will buy land, and they will buy even the house that their neighbor is living in. They will buy it. And you call that life. That is not life. That is not life. The margin between the rich and the poor in the Social Republic is unimaginable. It cannot be measured. It's very destructive. That is why everything in that Social Republic is angry. Everybody's angry. Everybody's on speed. Nobody wants to be patient. Everybody's on speed. Are you going to blame them? If you're not on speed to provide for yourself, nobody's going to provide for you. From the very first day you give birth to your children, you will provide for them from birth until they grow. Some of them, even after you have trained them in school, you still continue to provide. To get a job becomes a problem. Parents are overworked. Children are overworked. You see children who are supposed to be relaxing, going to, you see them, they began to work from their childhood. They turn them to another shopping plaza, which is because of the country. In a country that have a working system, a country where there's a working system, so many things we call problem in Nigeria are not problem. They are not problem. So many things we call a problem are not supposed to be problem. And let me tell you, when we are talking about countries that are working, these countries do not have 1/4 of the resources that the Social Republic have. They do not have 1/4 of the resources the Social Republic have. But yet they manage themselves. They manage themselves. Everything is working out for them. If you go and check how many mineral resources they have nothing. But you, that you are from a country that is one of the highest producers of petroleum, which is one of the highest, one of the mineral resources that is on high demand. And yet, nothing is working for you. After 62 years, you are still talking of light. Politicians are still telling you about light. They are telling you about road. They are telling you about housing. Politicians are still campaigning with road. I will build road. They are still campaigning with I will give you light. They are still campaigning with housing after 62 years. And most of you come and say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. After saying that, you are in a marriage of 62 years that you know that it's not working. You are still talking about unity. Every day is unity, unity, unity. And yet, you want to prolong it more. You are preparing to prolong it in 2023. You want to prolong it, you want to legitimize that slavery in 2023. Even when you know that the fake figure you are projecting can never, ever smell anywhere in Asrock. The fake project they gave you to distract the Biafran people, the fake project that you are pursuing, you know it's not going to lead anywhere. Even when you look down, some of you fail to look down, you keep your hands on the air and you're looking. Focus and pay attention to what is happening around you. Pay attention. If you are paying attention to the Zoological Republic and its system, that is why sometimes when in my YouTube channel, I share videos that are coming from their conventional media. Some important discussions, I share it. Why I share those videos, I'm not promoting them, but for Biafrans to listen to the kind of discussion that is going on their conventional media. Exactly the same thing we are saying, but they will say they're going in a different form, twist it, and again, they have no solution. But on our own side, we are seeing that it's not going to work, and we have seen the solution, and we are pursuing that solution earnestly. That is the difference between us and them. That is the difference. The difference between Mazen Nandegano and every other activist you have in the Sudan Republic is that all those activists, the same problem that Mazen Nandegano identified is what they have identified. But when you come to solution, they don't have a solution. When it comes to solution, they'll just say, so be it. Let the will of God be done. That is what they say. Even when God have already stated his will, that his will is for you to have a better life and a better future. The will of God, the will of Chukwu for every human being is for you to flourish, have a better.
Are yet to wake up from your slumber or your sleep and get the point that we are exiting Nigeria. Exiting Nigeria is not going to come from the platter of golden plate. You have to sacrifice for it. And we are ready to sacrifice everything, including you, if you come and stand in the way of freedom. So you need to know how serious we are. We are damn serious. Some of you are not getting it. You think we are here to build political movement? We are here for freedom. Freedom comes with price. Okay? The only thing you can do is to comment on social media. Don't ever stand on the way of Biafra freedom. We crush you.
Their interest is suppressed. Biafra is the key. Once they can hold Biafra down, they can hold all of Africa down. Hey, freedom fighting, sorry. Because all these people are criminals, they are saying there is no way this man cannot be a criminal like themselves. They don't have a different breed altogether. They don't know that. I am Nnamdi Kanu. I don't do all this nonsense you do. My father was a very rich man, not ostentatious. I had the finest education that his money could afford. We are not poor. Have never been. That is why a poor man cannot be a freedom fighter. If you're not full of yourself, you cannot be a freedom fighter. You have to go everywhere. We must continue.